This screencast is meant to demonstrate some of the ways in which teachers and students can collaborate using Google Docs. To start out, let me explain the split screen that you're seeing. On the left-hand side, I'm logged into my teacher account, and on the right-hand side, I'm logged into a test student account. If you watched one of my earlier screencasts to learn what Leiden's best practice is for sharing collections between teachers and students, you'll understand that under the student side, I have a Period 2 Weinert B collection which has been shared with the teacher account and organized into a Period 2 Algebra collection on the left in the teacher side. Both the teacher and the student have full edit rights to the documents placed into that shared collection. So as a student, I'm going to start by creating a document directly into that folder. I'm going to name the document Collaboration. And I'm just going to start writing some text. Student editing on the right. On the left-hand side, if I go into my teacher folder, Period 2 Algebra, and then the Period 2 Weinert B collection, you'll notice that that document is now available. So, as the teacher, I can open that, and I have full edit rights. Well, the first way to collaborate on a document is just to actually edit the document. So as a teacher, I can write on this document, and you'll notice that the student is seeing that typed in real time. And as the student is typing, the teacher is seeing that on their screen in real time. So the first way of collaborating on a document is just to actually edit the document. There is the ability to always look at the revision history under File, See Revision History, so that you can see previous versions of the document. And if you have the Show Changes checkbox enabled at the bottom, you'll actually see highlighted text of what was added since the last revision, and the coloring matches a name so that you can see who it was that added it. So if this document is being edited or collaborated on by multiple people, the revision history is very helpful. The second way of collaborating on a document is actually using a real-time chat. If you noticed, as both people were entering the document, in the upper right-hand corner it actually says one other viewer. If you pull that down, this is actually a list of all the people that are currently viewing the document and a real-time chat. So instead of actually editing the document, I can type in a chat session on the right-hand side. You'll notice on here on the student side, it's actually flashing that somebody has left a chat message. So if I open that up as a student, there's the chat. So again, the second way of collaborating on a Google Doc is by using the real-time chat window. A third way of collaborating on a document is to actually leave comments for the other people that are editing the document. Maybe it doesn't make sense to actually edit the document itself. Maybe the other person is not online at the exact same time, but you want to leave that person a message or a question about some of the text on the document. So, as a teacher, if I open up this document, I can highlight a string of text, go up to Insert, and leave a comment. You'll notice that the teacher's username is automatically included and the profile picture. So I can type in my comment and press the comment button. You'll notice that the text is now highlighted, indicating that there is a comment. I'm going to change the the page settings, so that maybe we can see both at the same time. So now you'll see in both the teacher window and the student window the highlighted text, and there is a comment off to the side. Well, the great thing about these comments is that they can actually double as threaded discussions. So as a student, I can come and click on this comment and actually leave a reply. Each comment is time and date stamped, and those comments are viewable by everybody that has edit rights to the document. So now you can use these comments as a threaded discussion to talk about a specific section of text. Once the comment stream or discussion stream is no longer needed for the document, you can come in and click on the Resolve button. And again, anybody that has edit rights can do that. So once I click on Resolve, the text is no longer highlighted, and the comment discussion on the right is now gone. So again, the third way of collaborating with Google Docs is by highlighting strings of text and leaving comments, which become threaded discussions. A fourth way of collaborating on a document is by actually doing a discussion thread or a comment thread on the entire document itself. Sometimes it's not appropriate to highlight a string of text, but yet you have a question about the document itself. And so in the upper right hand corner, next to the Share menu, you have a Comments menu. So now if I go to the Comments pull down menu, I can choose Show Comment Stream. And something you'll notice right away is that the previously resolved discussion is still there with the entire history. So even resolved comments don't fully go away, they're still there for review. But instead of highlighting a string of text, now I can come in here and write a question about the entire document and leave a comment. You'll notice that on the student side, nothing was highlighted. There's no indicator that this comment was left. But if the student were to open the comment stream, they'll see that question. Well, that doesn't seem real convenient if there's no notification about the comment. Well, that leads me to something that's really important for you to set up when you are collaborating on shared documents. And that's the idea of notification settings. So as each editor of the document, you'll want to make sure that you set up the notification settings, because you'll notice that the default is to get email notifications about everything. So the two options at the top are to not send any email notifications or to send email notifications about the document's threads. And then you get to choose what type of threads you want to be notified about. Do you want to be notified about any new comment and reply from any user? Or notify you of replies just to your comments? Notify replies to threads that you have commented on? And you can use the @ symbol and a username to specifically leave a comment for somebody, which would also allow that user to choose to only be notified when they are mentioned in a comment. And these notifications are actually emails that go to the editors of the document. A really cool feature is that from within your email, if you reply to the email, it actually adds the reply that you typed into the comment thread for the document itself. So both the teachers and the students don't have to be online at the same time. They can do this at different times, and neither one of them has to continually go back to check to see if something has been added, because using the notification settings, you can set it up to just get an email when something has been changed. Now, this only works for the comment threads and the comment streams. This does not work if something on the document itself was edited. So the fourth way is leaving questions or comment streams about the entire document. So I've shown you how to do the real-time chat. I've shown you how to just edit the document, leave comments for specific strings of text, and then leave comments for the entire document. And then make sure you don't forget to set up your notification settings, because if you leave the defaults and you have lots of people editing the same document, you could wind up with a whole bunch of emails in your inbox that you don't really need. The last thing that I think it's important to show you is a brand new feature that Google has just recently released within the last few weeks. And that's the idea of sharing the document with other users. Because in the past, there were two options, editing and viewing. Well, now there's an option for just adding people that can comment only. So it may be appropriate to add some users that can see this document and comment on it, but not actually edit the document itself. So hopefully you've learned something new, and you've got a lot of different methods for collaborating on Google Docs between teachers and students, students and other students, and I hope you find some creative ways to implement this. As always, if you have any questions, please contact me or the technology office. Thanks.